Do it. Music.
Well, it's just the lid's pressed down too far.
It's a little thicker than a knife, but it can do a lot of the same thing.
This is actually bendy, so.
Ouch. Gonna hurt your finger?
Oh.
Well, she apparently is capable of withstanding.
Yay, thank you.
pressure. Okay, now back to my job.
It's going. Here. I am limpy.
Limpy. You're live on our page?
I am live. We are live.
Okay. They're just putting her in the ceremonial urn. Let me see if I can park this somewhere. Excuse me, baby boy. Sigh. Oh, scooch.
I think you just cracked a rock.
I did crack a rock. Wait, is there any way to switch the camera? I can hang you by your pop socket, and there we go.
Normally we like to run around the circle, but
It's just
there aren't a lot of you.
It's live right now, so people can't hit me. I have it aimed this way.
Yeah, but it was aimed nowhere.
I haven't seen in the car.
So, good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you here on this warm, sometimes sunny, sometimes overcast day, when we put aside our normal Saturday afternoon activities to come together to honor a woman who is deeply loved and to keep.
Silence, sorry.
We gather today to offer to Mother Earth the sacred remains of Linda. We gather today to bid one we have known and cared for a farewell and adieu. We gather together in a search for life's deepest meanings. We gather together to seek the comfort that we can offer one another. And in no small way, we gather together to say yes to life. That all life has meaning, that all life has dignity, and that all life is deeply connected with the source and spirit of life. We gather together today to honor the life of Linda, to mark that connection between Linda and each one of us. Most importantly, I think we gather because we care. So I'd like to begin with a few lines from a book, The Little Prince, and I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce his names if anybody does French better than me. This is by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. If you love a flower that lives in a star, it is sweet to look at the sky at night. All the stars are ablossom with flowers. And at night, you will look up to the stars. Where I live, everything is so small that I cannot show you where my star is to be found. It is better like that. My star will just be one of the stars for you. And so you will love to watch all the stars in the heavens. They will be your friend. All men have the stars, but they are not the same things for different people. For some who are travelers, the stars are guides. For others, they are no more than little lights in the sky. But all these stars are silent. You alone, will have the stars as no one else has them. And in one of those stars, I shall be living. In one of them, I shall be laughing when you look at the night sky. And when your sorrow is comforted, for time soothes all sorrows, you will be content that you have known me. You will always be my friend. You will want to... Sorry, I have two lines that join together. So you will always be my friend. I want to spend a little time talking about Linda. And then I'm going to invite you all to join in and say something too. So our bright star was born on May 2nd, 1950 in the heavens on the day that a beautiful baby was born named Linda Sue. Linda became an inquisitive...
Sorry, there was somebody asking to be in the...
She became an inquisitive toddler, then a charming child. child and a beautiful young woman who graduates from high school in the class of 1968 in Pinewell. She continues to grow and thrive and brought much joy into the world and touched many people's lives. Her love of reading and literature served her well as she earned a degree in library science and worked as a librarian while working for H&R Block. She loved her feline fur babies, which she had many of during her life. She loved making art, she loved electronics, and she loved Bob Dylan. And most of all, she loved her two nieces, Lacey and Lindsay, and her great nieces and nephews, Katara, Olivia, Simon, Jasper, Casper. Thank you.
Everyone makes that mistake.
Dreffin? Dreffin?
Dreffin.
She also touched the lives of her Uncle James, cousins Janet, Samuel, Danielle, and her sister Dorianne. So I'm guessing that she had many friends as well, including close friends Ken and Mary Bundy and their descendants. This family was particularly supportive of Linda and very important to her. So she found a spiritual home in Unitarian Universalism, and she contributed many hours volunteering at this church. I didn't have the honor of meeting Linda, but I talked with her on the phone many times following her fall and admission into the hospital. That was quite a challenging time for Linda. She'd been so hopeful that she could participate in physical therapy and physical rehabilitation, which would allow her to move to Niles, Michigan, and live with Lindsay in a specially rehabbed home. But alas, that was not to be. Her injuries proved too extensive, and her star dimmed in the sky on January 19th of this year. And yet, I imagine that Linda is whispering in each one of your ears right now, "My star will just be one of the stars, just for you." And so you will love to watch all of the stars in the heavens. They will be your friends. Sometimes open your window. So just like the little prince teaches us, it's important to look beneath the surface to find the real truth and meaning of a thing, even very common things. The fox teaches the prince that everyone is unique and beautiful, made special by love. You've all received much love from Linda and given much love to her as well over the years. We are all just one of many billions of people, and yet Linda's and your love for each other elevates you all, this day and always. Simply look up to her star in the heaven to remember. So I would love it if you all could tell something about Linda. What made her special to you?
Everyone looks at me.
What did she teach you? Do you have any stories to tell?
I wrote a very long speech, but I'm no good at talking.
Do you want to hold it and I'll read it?
It's a mess. No. Little bits, I'll just go from the heart, I suppose. Yeah, I always associated Linda with summer because that's when I saw her. And most kids looked for, summer vacation as a way to get off school and whatever. I looked forward to going home to a place I felt warm, accepted instead of family. And she was always there, taking me to church, taking me to the Wyandotte, the pool, always adventures, everything I did creatively, I can't even talk right now, everything I did creatively, it was always, constructive criticism and not, this is a mess. She was just always in my corner. And how I dress is directly inspired by her, and these are earrings she made. I know there's a lot more. I made a video. I'm much better with, media than talking. But yeah, she was just the person that raised me and taught me to be kind and believe in people and see the world in a much brighter light. You only met her 3 or 4 times.
I still have to thank her for creating my wife, because without Linda, Lacey would have been a completely different person. I love her.
I knew Linda in a very different way because I knew her from church and really mostly from the fact that she was a member of the finance committee for a number of years. and I would run into her as I was doing related things. I was never on the finance committee, but I was on various other committees that interfaced with finance. And she was also there for some of the leadership training and things like that, as we were looking at how do we help this church function better as it grows, to be inviting in more people than its initial structure was really able to support. So that was, I would encounter her. She was always eager to learn and participate and take on a share of what needed to be done, and lighten the mood from time to time. She was good at that.
She had an amazing sense of humor.
So yes, she did. So more recently, she was on Facebook a lot for a good while, and I would, message back and forth with her. And after COVID started, I was pretty well not going anyplace because in my family are people who are immunocompromised, and then of course I get cancer and join the crowd, but that made it hard for me to get much of any place. But we would talk on the phone, and that was something that we enjoyed. So.
And I have some greetings from two other church congregants who really wanted to be here but couldn't. And one of them is Patricia Boughton, and she sends her love. And she said, "I was sorry to hear Linda was in so much pain after she fell. I am glad to hear about her final resting place in this garden." And Barbara Warner, she was connected with Linda through the pastoral care team during the pandemic, so we connected a lot of people together that, we couldn't get out. And I think it was really life-giving for some people. And Barbara sends her love and states, "I enjoyed meeting Linda over the phone and talking with her several times a week for almost 2 years, but regret that we never met in person." So it comes a time for us to scatter the ashes. Let me go stand by them. I don't want to ask all of you to go over there. So, claimed by death, we remember Linda's life. Blessings for a life well lived. Blessings for her departure. Blessings for her shared family and friendship. Blessings for her humor and wisdom. Blessings for her faithful service to this community. Blessings for her curiosity and her zest for life. Blessings for her love of family. Blessings for the known and the mystery, and blessings on Linda's ashes. So, if any of you would like to scatter some ashes, I have a scoop, and you can. If you don't want to, that's fine. So let me go get it and bring it back over here.
Why are you recording?
Anybody want to scoop it? If you can figure out which way the wind's blowing, you want to stand upwind.
Yes.
And that's
That way. Blowing that way?
the
That way.
other aspect of that is you need to think where you want ashes to land, because
AKA, we should all go over here.
Just somewhere in amongst
The plants.
the plants, and
Yeah.
it
it's
can
not on anybody's.
right. It can stay on top of them, or it can go in the grass.
I'm sure the rain will help push them down in 2 or 3 hours besides the rain.
I think that it's not an issue in the long run, but in the short run it could be extra entertaining.
All right, just go down a little, get down close to the, less likely to blow.
Shake her into the ground.
Lovely wind.
There we go. Bye, sweetheart. Do you want to?
Want to do some? Just go down as close as you can, down by the green leaves. Anywhere you want to.
Buzz is not going to help, sweet bear.
You want to do some?
Good job, baby girl. I had a hard time coming to terms with the fact that that was Linda.
Yeah.
It took a lot of explaining. Well, he's Spud.
Yes. Let the weather take care of the mess.
And do you want me to hold it for you so you can do it? Without even getting any on anyone else. Hey guys, let's stand a little more upright. What I've noticed is if one gets close enough, even if it blows a little ways, it's not blowing fog. Yeah.
So if you just hold on to that.
Okay.
Look right along and link to separate button.
It's all Linda's ashes.
Linda was just a few months older than I, because I also was born in 1950, but in July.
So young.
She was 2 months older than me.
Wow. Good year.
Well, it certainly made keeping track of one's age easy.
That's my problem, is I never remember how old I am.
Mine's easy.
I have to do the math, and unless it's a year with a 2 in it, I did.
You're 39.
I know how old I am now, because I'm just about to hit 40.
Well, my father claimed he was 39 for most of my growing up.
Yeah. Linda was 25 until all of a sudden, hey, I'm 71, so I get it.
So my friends, let me share a final few words, and these are the words of Kenneth Collier. I do not know where we go when we die, and I do not know what the soul is, or what death is, or when or why. What I know is a song once sung cannot be unsung, and the life once lived cannot be unlived, and the love once loved cannot be unloved. We were sharing stories this afternoon of Linda because she unites us. Together we shall be again, ashes mingled with ashes, as together we come out of the stars and the earth, stardust and mud, extraordinary and mundane. These ashes are blessed because Linda's life was holy and worthy and meaningful. These ashes are blessed, a reminder of the gift of Linda's life. These ashes are blessed, a gift to return to this earth, a gift of renewal. We are all blessed to have known Linda. We are blessed to carry on some part of her story. And from such blessings, we give thanks for the life that has gifted our own. Amen.
If we still have time, I made a short slideshow of some old videos and a Bob Dylan song of hers.
Lovely.
All right.
You want to do it out here or inside? It's up to you.
Do it out here, I suppose.
It's up to you.
It's shady enough.
Okay.
She got on her laptop last night.
She's good with that laptop, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet she's teaching you too.
The kids use this thing more than I do anymore.
That's the thing I used to play Minecraft on.
Yeah?
All right. No, stop. I was gonna set it down just over here, I suppose.